Hey, 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 Three Faiths Oracle here. So, I feel very called to do a reading today around this full moon today. It's a blue moon. It's the second full moon, August 2023. There's some really powerful energy that I keep feeling around releasing old patterns, releasing being stuck. So yeah, just lots of endings, a good time to close out cycles. So I wanted to pull some cards, and as I started shuffling, just to do like a general collective reading, it was like, oh, you should record this. So I did already get one card out. The world came out. So just tapping into the collective energy today. Doing a collective reading for this full moon energy, this blue moon. We get the Empress now. Messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the World, the Empress, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Daughter of Cups. Any other messages for the collective today? Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. I'm seeing a lot of 10s. Any other messages today for the collective for this blue moon? Any other messages today? Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, we've got a lot of 10s coming out. Anything else for the collective today during this full blue moon in August? Any other messages? Thank you, Spirit. Nine of Cups and Justice. Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and the Emperor, Mother of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Okay. One more. Mother of Swords. I don't do reversed because the card embodies both the light and the dark. Both meanings are always present in the energy. Okay. So with the World coming out, there are a lot of external forces. The World is a sign of completion, right? So this is the last card in the tarot, and it's completion. And so that really rings true with this full moon. Then we had the Empress. So strong feminine, maybe completing growth in your feminine energy or tapping more into your feminine energy with the Empress. Nine of Pentacles coming out. So I'll actually read the meanings as they come out, and kind of give the intuitive overall after I go through everything. I will say there's a lot of 10s in this reading. It's a predominant number, and 10 is completion, fullness. So we're getting a lot of completion energy just overall, which isn't very surprising, but it's very strong, like tangible, like you can feel it. Like I feel like I can like hold it almost. So yeah, the World is completion, the end of a cycle. It denotes, really stepping into your power fully, a time for celebration. It's about achieving those goals that you have been working hard to achieve, or fully releasing things that need to be released. The Empress is strong with comfort, material, not like material gain or excess necessarily, but just being comfortable in your material in the material world. So not struggling financially. It's really about, the Empress is like, she leads the home, right? So strong feminine mother energy, understanding who she is, being solid in who she is. Okay, then we get Nine of Pentacles. This is about financial stability. So I feel like these really go together, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Like you're learning, or we are learning how to step into financial abundance. And with the Hierophant here, I feel like it has to do with hidden knowledge or things that may have been hidden from you previously, or really understanding how to do things in the correct order, So it relates to like order, right? Having spiritual aspects to it. Daughter of Cups. So this is similar to the Princess of Cups. So Daughter of Cups. Oh, and this is a different deck, right? So Daughter of Cups. Well, this is, so yeah, creative and emotional. So this is about learning how to achieve abundance through spiritual gifts and mastering your emotions. So if you're off kilter, if you're out of balance in a certain area, maybe in the spiritual area or an emotional area, you're not going to be able to learn how to be abundant and be comfortable in your material life, essentially. Okay. And what I'm getting from this first row is like, there are external forces that are propelling this cycle for you to complete the work that you're doing so that you can learn how to call in your abundance, step into your feminine energy, step into your spiritual gifts, get some emotional clarity. And once you kind of do that, right, then you get, your cups are overflowing. Connection, overflowing abundance, right? Overflowing financial abundance, okay? The Ten of Wands is like not being able to see that clearly necessarily though. And it came out between the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, which tells me that there's an opportunity here to really use your gifts in a embodied way, in a full way that will make you feel like you're overflowing with abundance internally, spiritually, in your friendships, emotionally. But if you feel unclear, like you're trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel, and you fight that, then you won't be able to turn it into the financial abundance. Let's see what the guidebook says about these to maybe get some more messages here. So with the Ten of Cups, radiating energy. So using the energy at your disposal and a positive mindset, I guess that's what I'm getting here, to kind of overcome this blockage, this difficulty, feeling like you're lost in the woods, at which point then you are free from that. And once you're free from it, then you get your fulfillment and abundance. So yeah, really using positive mindset, using embodiment to get yourself through this place where you feel like there isn't clarity, you're kind of lost in the woods. This is really calling for you to find the silver lining Okay, find the silver lining. And then you get financial abundance, and you get the emotional abundance, the bliss and harmony that you're kind of maybe looking for here. And it's a type of justice. This is about balancing the yin and the yang. Really, I'm seeing like balance. Learn to balance. This is an opportunity to close out cycles that were imbalanced, and to really be more balanced and really live in balance. And this can be done through a lot of different avenues, like only you know where those imbalances might be. And right after the Justice card, which is a card of balance, justice, understanding, then we get the Emperor. So now we have the equal opposite masculine energy. So I'm seeing like, okay, so you need to balance out these energies, from the emotional and like the physical control. Like the Empress is like, family, children, powerful feminine energy. The Emperor is like, he's in control. He's got structure. He's the embodiment of action and masculine energy. So once you get your emotions under control, then you can act, then you can balance out into the physical world what you're trying to achieve. Okay, Mother of Pentacles, which would be the Queen of Pentacles. So this is like abundance. This is like the mother at home who is just like embodying her full feminine energy. She knows what she wants. She goes after it. She does it. Her family is very important to her. And then the Daughter of Pentacles came out right after that, which is about being responsible, kind, and supportive, not only to those around you, but to yourself. So I'm getting the sense that like, people may be feeling like they are not giving the same grace to themselves maybe as they are giving to other people around them. And this is saying you need to give yourself the same space to grow and the same understanding that you extend to other people. And by doing that, you get these very deep roots, right? So you have this strong foundation, and this is really about balancing that out. With the Mother of Swords, this is about your perception. So you are like using your perception to achieve all of this, really going within. This is a felt sense. Okay, this is about using the knowledge and experience that you have to turn it into wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom are completely different. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't know how to put it into action, you are not wise. Wisdom is putting knowledge into action. It's knowing how to use the knowledge that you have. If you have all, you can have all the knowledge and all the knowledge, but if you don't know how to apply it, it's not going to do anything for you. So really what I'm getting from this is learn how to apply the knowledge you have so that you can turn it into wisdom. You're transforming this into wisdom. You're closing out this cycle of being unsure of yourself, of having unbalanced energies within yourself, of feeling like you can't achieve abundance, like feeling like, oh, well, if my relationships are good and I'm feeling good emotionally, then I feel like I'm in a shit place financially. I can't see things clearly. And this is saying we need to balance out these energies to make it more whole, right? To complete this cycle, to really turn our knowledge into wisdom. And it starts with giving ourselves the same grace we give others, with understanding that we have certain gifts and we should be using them. Okay, we should be using the gifts that we have, and that's how we will achieve this justice for ourselves, this balance for ourselves. Overall, energy here with the Five of Wands for the whole, like, overall situation. feeling like you're in competition. You may feel like you're competing for something. Hold your position. Stand your ground. So the whole underlying energy here is, yeah, stand your ground. If you feel like you're fighting for something, just stand your ground. Focus more inward. That's the message here. You may be surrounded by people who have very strong opinions. That's why you need to give yourself the grace. Okay? Stand your ground. Okay? All right, so that's what the tarot has to say. I'm curious what type of animal energy that we have just supporting us right now. So for the collective, what animal energies might be supporting this full moon completion cycle that we're seeing? We have octopus energy here. I'll just lay them. So we have octopus energy coming out right away. Octopus energy. I'm not going to take all of them because that was a lot. So what other animal energies might be supporting the collective right now for this blue moon completion cycle? Thank you. Cobra energy coming through pretty strong. And I'll dig into it in a second. Oh, and we have one more, the gazelle. You may feel like you're running from something, and I think this is why you're being told to stand your ground. And right underneath the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck is the Death card. Okay, so definitely closing out a major cycle. A lot of people are definitely closing out a major cycle. You're finding your light, okay? Rekindle that, okay? What other animal energy? Is there any more animal energy supporting the collective right now during this blue full moon? Thank you so much. We have snake energy. Again, with the going back to that death card that I just saw, you know, closing out these cycles, the death of a season or a way of thinking or whatever the case may be. We cannot advance in life or get our growth without closing out a cycle. We need death to experience the rebirth. That's part of the cycle. That's just what it is. Okay, so let's dig into this animal energy, the energies that are kind of supporting what we are going through right now collectively. Reaching, yearning, you may be lacking boundaries. Okay, so the octopus has a very perceptive mind, but a lack of healthy boundaries. Okay, again, going back to extend yourself the same grace that you extend others. Boundaries are important. This is why you may feel lost in the woods and you feel like, well, I should have all this abundance, but like I'm not really seeing it. Something's missing. And you're really like, what's missing is your boundaries. What's missing is your boundaries, okay? This results in well-intended but messy relationships. We need boundaries to have healthy relationships, okay? Do not share yourself too freely with others, okay? If you start to feel drained or uneasy after an interaction, that's a person you should be withdrawing your energy from. Be pulling back your energy from, okay? So when this is in balance, you know, you're interested, engaged, intelligent. When this is out of balance, you are perceived as needy, clingy, and lacking courage. One moment. Okay. So yeah, so when it's out of balance, then you're perceived as needy, clingy, and lacking courage. Okay, so this is about being patient with yourself and being firm with your boundaries. This is a challenging habit to shift away from or out of. And then we have Cobra energy coming through. And the Cobra and Gazelle energy is in the same family. So they're both, you know, desert animals. Right, yeah. So the Cobra is about pausing, waiting, and tapping into your inner teacher. What did I say with the Hierophant here, right? That inner knowledge, that knowing. And again, with the Mother of Swords, like I said, learning how to transmute your knowledge into wisdom. all the knowledge in the world doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to apply it. The application of knowledge is wisdom. Okay, so the cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. So again, going back to the Hierophant, like you have the juice, so to speak, right? Like you have these abilities, you are being guided, you do have spiritual gifts, okay? It's asking you to see yourself as a student, right? Again, going back to transmuting knowledge into wisdom. So when this is in balance, then you're a student of life, right? You know that you're always learning and growing. You're humble, right? You have wisdom, you're wise. When it's out of balance, then, you come across kind of a know-it-all, but you can't do the action. There's no wisdom there. It's just like, oh, I know this, I know that. Well, what good is it going to do you if you don't know how to apply it? Not much. Then we have the gazelle. This, again, the heightened awareness, these abilities, being vulnerable, okay? This is about learning how to navigate life with grace. Sit down, find your breath. Okay, this is, again, go within for that aha. You're not going to find it outside of yourself. You're going to find it in your own self, in your quiet place. Meditation is really important here. Meditation is very important here, okay? So when this is in balance, you're graceful, you're perceptive, you're artistic. When it's out of balance, you have racing, intrusive thoughts, insomnia, probably poor reactions to food even can be a thing with this. Then we have this snake come out. And snake is all about transformation, right? This is awakening. So this means you have this unawakened magic. Okay, this unawakened magic, and this is your creative life force, and it's dormant. Okay, so this is about awakening. Okay, you have this untapped potential. So what would your life look like if you woke it up? If you started to really lean into your gifts, if you started to go within and ask for help using your knowledge and turning it into wisdom. Okay, because when this is in balance, you're prosperous, you're creative, you're charismatic. When it's out of balance, you start and stop things. You can't follow through. Okay, you might get going good on something and then you get completely blocked, or you let things that you do care about or are passionate about, you kind of let them go and fall to the wayside because you don't have the follow through. Again, you don't know how to use the knowledge you have, okay? And this is what is being asked of us right now in this cycle that is closing out, is to acknowledge that and say, I am done avoiding these things, and I want to be more balanced. And so letting go of things that aren't serving you, giving yourself grace, standing firm in what you believe in, and using your knowledge for growth, learning how to use your knowledge so that it becomes wisdom. Okay, I am going to look at what things might be being alchemized for us right now. During this blue moon, things that are being alchemized right now during this blue moon, Spirit. What is being alchemized for the collective right now during this full blue moon? There we go. Spring. So yeah, again with the rebirth, this is a time of rebirth, right? What else is being alchemized right now during this full blue moon, August, for the collective? What else is being alchemized? Oh, one did flip. Oh, nope, it's just, okay. Earth's Heart. So I will read the book on these because they are relatively new to me and I don't have all of them memorized. Well, I mean, it's a lot to memorize when you're doing tarot. What else might be being alchemized? Thank you. So you probably are going to start feeling like you're coming out of the fog finally. I don't know if it's good or not on the, it is a very foggy Okay. Any more things being alchemized for the collective right now? Oh, thank you. That one popped out. Smoke. So fog and then smoke. We're clearing the fog. We're clearing that out. And then I'm just kind of curious, what are the main archetypes that we're dealing with right now during this full blue moon for the collective? What archetypes are prominent? We're coming out. We have the mystic. The mystic. I feel like that really, the bridge, building a bridge. Okay, we have the bridge. And then the poet flew out upright as well, the poet. Anything else being, any other archetypes prominent right now during this full moon? This one wanted to come out. The womb. So I've been pulling the womb a lot. In these readings, I feel like, you know, we are in kind of this womb space where we have an opportunity to grow. And I don't think I'm not feeling like there's any more with the archetypes, and I'm not getting anything else from these. So we'll go ahead and pop those away. Okay, so let's dig into what we're alchemizing here with spring. So with spring is blossoming, becoming, things on the horizon. Okay, so when spring arrives, we lift our eyes from the work and we peer out the window. We realize Earth has been in its own transformation. It's generation time. The bulbs burst out on their own. So this is about planning. This is about just kind of, again, with the womb here, I feel like things are going to grow for you, right? If you give it a chance, if you give yourself the grace you're supposed to give yourself, spring will come. Okay, Earth's heart. This is about buried treasure. Again, with transmuting knowledge into wisdom, going within, spiritual gifts, balancing out your yin and yang, balancing out your emperor and empress energy. The earth is the true heart. Go out into nature. Go out into nature. Ground yourself like with the earth. Fog. So with the fog, let's see where we are here. Fog. You might feel like you're in a funk or you can't see things clearly, but I think it goes back to like all of these strong energies around you and you having to kind of stand your ground. You know, the fog will clear though. The fog will clear. That comes with time. Think about when fog hits in the morning, like as soon as, you know, the temperature balances out and the sun goes up higher, then the fog clears, right? So you just have to wait. It's a waiting space. And then we have smoke, which is a warning of illusion. So you're being asked to cut through the illusions that you may be participating in. Give yourself grace so that you can balance out your energies.